NASA is preparing to send humans back to the moon, starting with the Artemis 2 mission, which will perform a lunar flyby aboard an Orion crew capsule. US companies are also poised to send uncrewed landers to the moon's surface as soon as late 2023. But for the first time since 1976, Russia launched its own uncrewed lander to explore the lunar surface. The mission is called Luna-25. It falls into a family of missions to the moon that started back in 1959 and ended back on August 1976 with the USSR's final lunar sample return mission, Luna-24. That mission launched nearly 47 years to the day that Luna-25 took off from the Vostochny Cosmodrome, Russia's spaceport in the eastern part of the country. The robotic lander launched aboard a Soyuz 2.1B carrier rocket at 2:10 a.m. Moscow time on August 11th. That's 23:10 UTC or 7:10 Eastern Time on August 10th. Fully fueled, the lander weighs 1,750 kilograms, or roughly 3,900 pounds, and stands about 3.17 meters tall. That's about 10.5 feet. It uses a plutonium generator to help it keep it warm during flight and while it's on the moon. Beyond proving its landing capability, the Luna-25 mission has two main goals: study the makeup of the lunar South Pole, including the presence of frozen water, and learn about the impact of cosmic rays and electromagnetic radiation on the moon's surface. Luna-25 has 8 scientific instruments on board to help it do just that. One of those is the Lunar Manipulator Complex, a mechanical arm and bucket that can scoop up lunar regolith. Another is the LASMA LR mass spectrometer, which will help examine the composition of the collected samples. Other instruments include the LIS-TV RPM, which uses an infrared spectrometer to measure the surface water, and the STS-L, a camera that can capture images of the lander itself as well as the landscape around it. Luna-25's destination is the moon's South Pole. The area is an ideal place to study because it has enough shaded areas to hold the promise of significant deposits of frozen water. But Luna-25 isn't on a solo path to the moon. Nearly a month earlier on July 14th, the Chandrayaan-3 lander launched from India. Despite the fact that Chandrayaan-3 will take 40 days to reach the moon's surface, because of the flight path of Luna-25, both landers made touchdown within just days of each other, Luna-25 on August 21st and Chandrayaan-3 on August 23rd. Chandrayaan-3 is designed to operate for just 2 weeks, while Luna-25 is aiming for a year of operation. But with the recent failure of the iSpace Hakuto R lander to safely reach the moon, just getting there intact would be a feat in and of itself, one not seen since China's latest mission to the moon in 2020. For Spaceflight Now, I'm Will Robinson Smith.